I'm getting on a live here with my friend Martin. We're going to talk about this thing called the Nature Harmony Station. It's similar to Organite, but it works way better. It's like a new technology. Hi, Megan. Hi, Martin. Hello, her time. What's up, Jory? Send a what's it called? Send a request, Martin, so we can hop on here. Just woke up on a mountain. That's funny. You fell asleep on accident last night and woke up on a mountain. That's great. Well, that's not such a bad thing. Martin's hopping on here now.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Sher.
How are ya?
Wonderful. I'm just back up from a power nap. All fresh, all ready to go.
Right on. I just woke up from sleep. So that's somewhat of a nap.
Awesome.
So where do you want to start?
Cool doing that together with you. My first twin Insta Live, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's your first Insta Live?
Yes. Well, I did a few
awesome.
Insta Lives, but the first with screen sharing, so that's really cool. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, Instagram Lives are awesome. I haven't done one in like 2 weeks or a week, I think. But yeah, they're awesome to do. They're really useful.
You know, I figured making a video to bring you on speed with all the details about the station. Video is the best format because there are so many little details, and doing it that way is just reaching most people, which is really the biggest benefit.
Right, and I had a bunch of people ask me like about it too. So because I had like told some people like in my following and stuff from reposting your posts. So yeah, there's a bunch of people interested.
Yeah, awesome. I don't know. Should we wait a little? Should we start? What's
yeah, I think we should go ahead.
Okay, perfect.
There's already 12 people here.
Let me see. I can flip my camera around, I guess. Yes. Okay. Great. Look, this is the one I'm gonna wrap up right after our live and take to the post office first thing Monday morning. Okay. So let's take a look at the parts first, and maybe to wrap up, give an overview for what it really does. It comes in basically two parts. That is the bottom unit. It's really just a piece of plastic pipe with a very crucial. Yeah, I guess you can see it. Yeah, look, there is at the bottom. You see an EM ceramic disc with the Tesla 9 star on it. The guy who invented it, Otto Hurnaus, he uses these discs to deactivate radon geopathogenic faults in wherever he detects them with his dowsing rod. Wherever you put one of these discs, the fault disappears and all negative EMFs that actually piggyback on that fault disappear with it. And,
oh wow!
You know that what's really so awesome about Otto. He can not only detect these fault lines with his dowsing rod in person. He can do that from a Google Map image. So once you have the station and you know the place where you're gonna put it. Send me a Google image of the place, Google Maps image, and he'll take a look with his dowsing rod and tell you where exactly to put the station. Because, you know, if you place it precisely on top of a water line, you might actually influence the area for up to 100 kilometers, which is really not what you want. Because the station is so powerful. You want to place it actually besides a waterline or besides some pathogenic faults. So it keeps your immediate area quiet and clean and clean of chemtrails, clean of EMFs. But don't go cross country with it, which actually might happen. So okay,
I'll keep it at home.
This is the bottom piece. This goes all the way into the earth, and it's crucially important that you fill it with water, and that the bottom unit is really well connecting the station to the earth. If you don't do it, we had this one, which just goes into the bottom unit. We had it when we got it. We had it standing in that AVO pot here. Okay, and it took about 3 days, and then Jenny started having headaches. So you know what? Oops. What the copper pipe with the capacitor does? It kind of it sucks dirty vibes out of the air. And if it cannot properly lead them down into the ground, it will become a pump, and it starts pumping the energies in circles, and the room fills
I've had
up
experiences with stuff like that.
I think you call it like green energy.
It's like it's the same thing. It's called negative vertical green. That's interesting. That that too. That's really interesting.
So really make sure you only use it outdoors. You use it properly grounded. So
I have this is my backyard here. So I'll probably put it.
Wonderful.
I'll show you when I get it. Awesome.
Okay, so that is the bottom part. So it has these copper wires that connect to the water. It can only hold the water up until the drill hole, but that's perfect. So that the copper pipe, that's the lid I forgot with Marvin. That's why you waited another week. Now I have it. That lid just closes the bottom unit, and then you put it feeds into that little knob. Okay. So that's how it stands in the ground.
Oh wow, that looks amazing. That looks so good.
Oh, well, that part it's covered with earth up to here, and the rest sticks out of the ground. Now, another piece. What's in that big fat roll? I documented lots of how we build it in my story highlights. You can look it up. It has 7 layers of sheep wool, double helix copper pipes, copper wire, and the layers are filled with either a quartz sand or a special coal or Agnihotra ash. Each layer separately. The first one has quartz sand, second one has coal, the third one Agnihotra ash, then coal again, Agnihotra ash, coal again, Agnihotra ash, and the top layer quartz sand again.
Wow.
And they're all sealed with a copper wire in the shape of a double helix, which is symbolized with the green yellow tape on top of it. Okay. And then another chip item. Look, you can shake it out like that. See, that's one of Otto's masterpieces. Be careful. Look, what's inside the pipe. This is called an oluid. It's like a double-sided drop shape, a very special streamlined geometric form that makes sure the flow of the subtle energies from the Tesla 9 star at the bottom up through the pipe are really brought up to speed. It's also made from EM ceramic. All these EM ceramic pieces are handmade by Otto, so they're all unique. And for shipping it, I will actually wrap it up really, really good. And you then have to, feed it into the pipe. And it when it's inside the pipe, it slides in here. And when it's assembled, it hangs about halfway down the capacitor. Okay, so that's the ideal position. Okay, so it's in there. And the third EM ceramic item, I'm not gonna mount it now because I'm also gonna wrap it up real safe for shipping. This is a Lakovsky disc. George Lakovsky was a Russian who invented this disc in France, in Paris, about 100 years ago. And he used it with tremendously high voltages and cured people of cancer. He had 2 discs set up, like I have similar setup here around my laptop. There's one Lakovsky disc to the left and one to the right. And between these 2, you have an amazing subtle field. And there is one thing that's really crucial about the Lakovsky disc. And Otto told me he saw so many applications with it put up the wrong side up, and then it's completely useless. It has these circles around it, and you see there's an opening. And that opening must look towards the earth. It must look down. So what you do when you unwrap it, it has the little holder on the back, and then you put it on below the capacitor with that little opening in the outermost circle, pointing downwards, pointing to the bottom. Okay.
Perfect.
So when the station goes into the base unit, you need that little opening pointing down. Okay. And you just tie it up with one of these plastic handcuffs. So
beautiful.
I'll put that in the package.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so you mount that disc, and then that's all that's needed.
Right on. That's amazing. I can feel the energy through the phone.
Awesome. Yeah, we had we're building 10 more now. Marvin and Ines and Jenny and I, and it takes us like twice as long as we thought it would. And Marvin, he slept with like 8 semi-finished in his room, and he got really sick. Because it's enough if you have these 8 sticks sitting under your bed ungrounded. They're like the worst subtle energy pump you can imagine, and he got a fever, and so it's really doing something. And as far as Otto told me, there is currently about 30 stations out there between Regensburg in Germany and Vienna. So it's about like a 400 kilometers area. And the thing is, the more we get out there, these stations, they communicate with each other, they talk with each other. They kind of hook up, and we can, ideally build a network around the world and, clean the skies, harmonize Earth.
Yeah, that's the goal.
It's gonna be a beautiful, balanced, harmonized air around these.
I'm super excited, and yeah, I'll probably take it with me to Hawaii when I move back there.
Yes, totally.
So I have to get a new spot for it. I'll take it out and stay away from it while I take it out.
Perfect. And a friend of ours, Dan, he lives in Bali. He wants one. So as soon as we finish with our batch, there's one going to Bali. It's Marvin and I. We're gonna continue building to demand. So we're pretty settled with how to do the building steps. It's actually a lot of fun with our 2 babies around, because
I bet. How many kids do you have?
Well, I have two kids. Leo,
Okay.
he's 8 months old, and he lives with us. And my
Okay.
daughter is 8. She's visiting 3 times a week. But for the building, she's in school, and it's a different story. But
Mhm.
we're always gonna just live with us, and for him, this is the whole subtle energies is going to be part of his life, and the same with Marvin's and Ines' kid. Flora, she's like a year older, almost 2, getting 2 in May, and it's so beautiful seeing kids grow up with all this as a
Yeah.
natural part of their
Right.
lives.
And they get a really good upbringing. There's no like trauma they have to deal with, like from like poisons or from like a bad family. It's like all beautiful, spiritual kids.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful seeing them connect with each other, and the first thing they get to eat is just natural fruit and potatoes and what's grown in our own yards, and they have subtle energies when they need it. They're not vaccinated. They're not indoctrinated by societal standards, and
Right.
it's
That's the
beautiful
future.
seeing. It's funny with my 8-year-old. The children feel what's up. And
They
when
do.
she
They're
looks
really
up the
empathetic.
sky and tells me, "Hey, Daddy, that's some awesome. What's the plane doing up there? There's funny looking clouds." And then grown-ups come, "Nah, that's contrails." And that's how children start believing what they actually feel coming from inside. And
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
building these stations, getting these discs out, getting the stickers out, getting harmony out into the world.
I want to help you
That's
spread
our
them too.
plan.
I'm a big believer. Someone asked, how much does it cost to get one?
Well, it's we sell it for 300 euros plus shipping. I have no idea how much shipping to the US for this one is, because it's really a long parcel. I'll
It'll
know when
probably be
I
like maybe like maybe like
50,
80 US at
50,
most.
60, 50. Yeah, I hope for the 50 region could be 80. Let's see. And yeah, as I said, we have the next batch is going to be 10. 6 of these are still available. So
Okay.
one is for Marvin, one is for us, one is for a friend of Marvin, and the one that goes to Bali, 4 are already taken. And depending on how many orders we get and how many people are interested, we'll just keep building them.
Right
And
on.
and
Yeah, I will
and
put a post on my story saying you have 4 left.
I didn't actually look at the comments. Do you know if you have any questions? Any?
Yeah, do you guys have any questions about the Nature Harmony station? So let's see, let me scroll. Someone said, can't wait to watch this full live later. Have a great day, brothers. You have a great day too, my friend.
Yeah,
Let's see.
we have an amazing long list of people who are interested. Beautiful.
Someone asked if it's a chembuster. It's really similar to a chembuster, but not the
It's
exact same. I think it's better,
it's
but at
also
the
a
same
cam
time,
buster,
two
but
different
a cam buster
things.
is really like one of the minor functions. Yes, it also clears the sky, but it does so much more.
That's amazing. So, how did you guys formulate like the product or the device?
Well, you have to meet Otto Hurnaus. Really, he's amazing. He's like a Victor Schauberger reincarnate. And the funny
Okay.
thing is, his house far up in the north of Austria is like 200 meters away from the house where Victor Schauberger was born. And
Wow.
when you hear him talk, hear him give one of the presentations, he usually he talks about his dowsing rod abilities. This guy finds water where no one else finds water. He's being called after they spent like 100,000 euro on drilling in the hole at the wrong point, and the well is still dry. And then he says, "Well, you gotta drill over there." And they say, "Nah, why would I drill over there?" And he says, "Do it." And then they drill, and then they have water. It's an intuitive
That's
ability,
amazing.
and the last symbol he intuited. Yeah, because there's also there's a Tesla 9-star sticker on the copper pipe, below all the sheep wool layers and double helix layers. And there's also the newest symbol of his, the life energy symbol, this one. And he purely intuited that symbol. And it came to him from above, and he refined it through 2 or 3 sessions with his colleagues he works with, and that's an especially strong symbol to communicate with humans and also with animals. So just from looking at it, you can get energy out of it. And his abilities with the rod and ability to also the Larkovsky disc and the way he works with them, that disc, he's just bringing to life old sacred energy symbols and methods, and connects and combines them in a whole new way. And that the version 1 of the station, it was built with the iron pipe and steel wool in the capacitor, and it just didn't work. People got headaches, people fell sick, and
right, you have to use copper to ground it more. That's what I've experienced with building pyramids.
And he said, well, it's about the ferromagnetic effects of iron. You can't use it in anything nature harmony station. It has to be copper. And it's also, Schauberger built everything with copper.
Mm-hmm. Copper.
That's just a metal to use. And I think I met Otto first, it's about 14 months ago, and heard him giving a presentation at those monthly gatherings my friend Peter does. It was just blown away by when you hear him talk in his very folky accent. Amazing what that man discovered, how his way came about, and how many people he already helped with, putting out the discs and putting out the stickers, and now the most powerful device are these stations. And when you hear him like half a year later, how much further his own research got him, and what new items he added, and which new discs he came up with, and I'm, Marvin and I, we just said, hey Otto, can we come and pick up the knowledge how to build them? Yeah, sure, come on. And he's actually happy to. He doesn't even have a website. He doesn't have the time to make a website because he's busy running around with the dowsing rod all day and scanning the screen over Google Maps, and gets called from all over the world. Where can I drill for water? And
that's amazing.
When you ever need some water in Hawaii, drop me a line, and I hook you up with Otto, and he's going to tell you where to drill. Or actually, you might not even have to drill. Marvin, he asked for, he had a dowsing rod guy on his land looking for water. And the guy said, yeah, there's one very thin line here, but you need to drill more than 30 meters deep, and that would have cost a fortune, and forget it. And then Otto looked at it just from Google Maps, and he found a strong, like a 4 water line, only 3 meters deep. And you can actually, Marvin's going to dig up the hole with a shovel, he said, and has water. And the guy who was on site didn't find it. So that's the most amazing talent that man has. And
wow, that's amazing. I've heard of dowsing like that in books. I have a dowsing book that shows you how to do that, but I'm sure he's so more advanced than the book, what the book teaches.
We had 2 workshops with him. It's just amazing. The security, how he goes about it, and just senses it. It blows your mind.
He would never starve or never thirst, that man.
No. And there's, it's all those water lines that run uphill against all laws of physics that, the official physics. And there's so many water lines that run uphill, and nobody knows that. But yeah, right,
because it has the vortex spiral energy that pushes it up, that propels it. Yeah, that was probably my favorite thing I learned from Victor Schauberger, how he would send logs like uphill.
Yes.
And it would make no sense, but it would still work.
And and float logs down areas where nobody else could, and it was absolutely amazing.
Right. Somebody said, can it be placed on the ground fully and say left, meaning planted, and then I decide to move, but I'll leave it there? So you're saying, like, is it okay to, like, plant it somewhere and leave it?
Absolutely. The only thing is, if somebody comes and destroys it, picks it up, does something. But yeah, you can leave it
Right,
there.
that's what I was thinking.
You can.
Yeah, but other than that, if nobody touches it, it should be fine.
Absolutely. You can, work like tower busting. Just plant it in a place that needs peace and quiet, and it will work.
Right. I'm a firm believer in tower busting. I've done probably like upwards of like I want to say like 500 at this point, like so many, like over the past couple years.
Yes, everyone. We just walked by a tower earlier this afternoon, and the sky that we gifted, and the sky above it it really cut a hole into the trails above it.
Oh yeah, it does, because the positive ions from the towers keep the metals in the sky.
It's amazing. I have a question here. Could you explain the Tesla 9-sided star? I have one that is not glued to the station here. This is one, the Tesla 9-sided star. It's one of the most powerful sacred geometry symbols. It's actually the two-sided, the two-dimensional version of the Merkaba.
Okay, that makes sense.
When you blow it up into third dimension, I have one Merkaba up here. So this is the Merkaba, and that's the Tesla star. So one is three-dimensional, the Tesla star is two-dimensional, and both basically work the same. So if you have one Merkaba in your living room, or one of the Tesla stars under your bed, they're gonna just quiet all EMFs. They nullify them, and as Otto calls them, the Tesla 9 star, it's a multi-wave, a multi-frequency EMF canceller. So, for example, on the backside, look on the backside of the disc, you see another symbol. It's called the Jerusalem cross. Templars had that on their uniforms. It's like thousands of years old.
Right, the cross is like one of the best energy like conductors, as like certain shapes, like cathedral means generator. So like each cathedral acts as like an energy generator. And they used to use cathedrals to power things. But yeah, the cross, they use the cross for a reason. It's a very powerful like energy symbol.
And that Jerusalem cross, it only cancels one specific frequency. While the Tesla star, it cancels everyone from 0 to whatever highest number you can come up with. So that's you don't even need you don't even need to know which frequency, which geopathogenic fault frequency you want to cancel. You just put a Tesla star on the center, and it cancels them all. And then 5G, 4G, whatever, it cannot piggyback anymore, because those technical frequencies, they look for natural harmful frequencies and ride on top of them. And when you cancel the carrier wave, there's nothing to ride on. So that star is just amazing. And you don't even need to have that ceramic disc. You just draw it with your hand, and when you do it right, it works. You don't even need the sticker. You just draw the three triangles, and that's it.
Wow, I like that. Yeah, I like how there's a lot of just easier things than like to protect yourself from EMFs than people think.
Yes, it's so simple, and actually there for you to use once you get to know it. And
right, I'll definitely draw some
once I get that. It basically, to build the 10 stations, it's gonna take us 4 days. Driving to our friends is 2 hours, so we arrive there at 11, and then can build until 6, 7 in the evening. And we're gonna need 4 such days to build the 10 stations. But you just sit there and wrap stuff around the copper pipe, and it's really simple. And Otto gives us the ceramic items, and that's all that's needed. Combine this few, and bam,
super simple.
Peace and quiet.
Right. Somebody said, "Can you drill device? Which one?" It's one of your followers, I think. They said, "Can you show the drill device?" I don't know what they mean.
The drill device. Drill device. I don't know which would be the drill device.
Neither do I. Could you expand on your question, Ela?
Ela, HC 1903.
Yeah.
We don't understand your question, but you know we are available after the live. Actually, we're gonna save the live, so you can review all the details that we put out now. And I love answering questions. I know you do the same. So
right, yeah, shoot us all your questions, guys, because this will be on repeat on. I'm gonna post this on YouTube and Instagram TV.
Awesome.
And I'll save the live too.
Can I save it too, or is it on your feed? It doesn't make a difference for me. I'll find out.
Oh, she said water drill. So can you show the drill device, the water drill? I think she's talking about the dowsing rod.
Water drill. How to drill for water? Do you mean how to drill for water?
I think she's talking about the device that you would use to find the water.
I have one here. Actually, everybody can do it. It's easy enough to learn. It's a God-given ability everyone has. And look, I have one of the dowsing rods here that Otto uses. It's a rod. Let me zoom out. It has those color bands on the left side, and depending on which frequency you look for, you hold it at that certain point. So if you're looking for water, you hold it at that blue band. If you're looking for any EMFs, you use that yellow one up here. If you're looking for healing frequencies, it's the one at the very bottom. So that's one of the many people who use the dowsing rod to look for water. They don't even know what many different kinds of vibes they pick up with it. And there's the Curry grid, there's the Hartman grid, there's so many natural grids that cover Earth. And when you mistake one of these for a water line, then you drill in the desert and never find any water. So it really needs a bit more than just sensing the vibes.
Right. Hey, check this out. I know I'm interrupting, but there's a bird right now outside on my crystals. Check this out.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a message of the universe saying, "Hey, hello." That's some awesome.
It's like hello. That's so funny. There's a bunch of Lumerian quartz out there that I put in pyramids, but wow, that's hilarious. But yeah, that dowsing rod is amazing. I've seen many dowsing rods and used a few before, but none are like that good.
And there's so many people who even use that specific dowsing rod the wrong way. And so yeah, that's one of the gifts, having access to these beautiful intuitive people who love sharing what they know. They don't make big secrets. They're just happy when somebody comes and listens.
Right. I would be too. It's all about like selfless giving.
Yes, exactly.
Let's see, there might be a few more questions here. Somebody said,
you're writing a book? Awesome.
Yeah. I haven't done much work on it yet, but I have the outline done. I'm going to start working on it again. I just finished one of my projects that I'm going to release. It's actually an orgone course. I think I told you, but I just finished it, so it should be like launched in the next 2 days.
Stories.
Oh yeah, sneak peek. But yeah, it's going to be like the best course ever for orgone. I don't think anybody even has an orgone course yet. I've never seen anyone make one.
Yeah, actually me neither. I remember Marvin like 2 years ago, he said he wants to start building orgone, but it's really, you know, hard to combine the right materials and find the right knowledge.
Right. So like that's exactly why I made it.
Awesome. So, you know, when we finish up here, I'm gonna put that baby in the special carton. And it's gonna go out on Monday.
I'm super excited. Do you know how long it'll take?
I just shipped one of the PDA flashlights to Michigan, and it was there in like 7 days. So
Okay.
you know, when you pay like those 50, 60, 70 bucks, it really goes per plane, and it goes quick way. So it's certainly
Yeah.
going to be there in under 10 days. And I
Perfect.
have a tracking. I can watch every step on my app. So
Perfect. I don't think it'll get lost. I think it'll be all right.
no, totally not. It absolutely wants to come to you.
Right. I agree. Is there any more questions here? The bird's back. Check it out now.
Yeah, so nice.
That's so funny. I've
You know,
never
that's
seen a bird do that before.
the best confirmation when the universe sends you birds and to say hi.
Yeah, I love birds. Birds are very multi-dimensional. Out of like every animal, birds are up there for sure.
Okay. There are no more questions.
There's somebody said thank you both for this live stream. You're welcome. This will be up shortly whenever we end it. They said, "What's your favorite crystals, Martin?"
So I have the sucker punches that Cher sent me, but I'm not really that much a crystals guy. I'm into the sacred geometry. Tesla 9 star is probably my favorite. The one.
Right on.
The
Those
one
are
here.
those are the only crystals you have, or the sucker punch?
Yeah. Say again.
Wow. Those are the only crystals you have, or for the sucker punch?
Those are the only crystals I have, and you know,
Wow.
I'll use them in my roulette project again next. So they've been sitting there warming up for like 4 or 5 days, and I keep you updated how my next session goes with special support of the new frequencies that we found.
Right on. Yeah, I have here. Let me show you mine. I have mine going right here.
Okay, let's do that in sync. Share. Wait, mine is sitting in here. So we have one from Arizona, one from yes.
Oh,
That's
I love
our
it.
crystals. Perfect.
There's a lot of energy
Yeah.
coming from them. And then I like pulsing them by different crystals because the frequency goes on the crystals. So I have a nice amethyst next to it, and it's really grounding.
Yeah, beautiful.
But yeah, I'm a huge crystal guy. I have so many crystals. And I had my phone where I'm doing my live set on this big rose quartz. Like, it's really big.
Awesome.
But yeah, that's
Okay.
where I set my phone whenever I do a live.
I show you one more of my stuff. That's what we test here for 3 weeks now. That's the PVA disc, proton vibration alignment. It really directs that all protons in the atoms vibe, align, and I call this the nature harmony station for indoors. And what we talked about now is the nature harmony station for outdoors. So the two combined. Don't leave EMFs any chance.
Right, I really like those what you just said, the little disc. I like those a lot. They're similar to Blue Shield, but I might even like them better than Blue Shield because I have here before we end. Here, I'll show you the thing I have. But this is what the Blue Shield looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
Charging right now, and then it shoots out a scalar wave every couple minutes, just like it did there. It blinks, and then it goes like, I think 8 meters in all directions. So that's not too big, but it helps a lot.
I don't even know exactly what my disc does, but it's connected to it's sending out Schumann resonance waves, and the
Okay.
way it doesn't need any battery, it doesn't need any power to do it. So it's something truly sophisticated.
Right. I think the ones that
And
don't need any power are the best ones for sure.
yeah, right.
Because like ancients used to like put just like the disc, the ceramic disc, like that was pulsed with the high voltage. Like ancients used to do that too, and it used to like create a like a harmonious environment without having to have like an outlet or anything.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't right. And that's what the disc does. It creates like the atmosphere of one of the sacred sites, like the Giza pyramid or the Lourdes cave, or the big cathedrals that are all
Right.
built on sacred sites.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I call birds the singing angels of this plane.
Of this plane, exactly. Somebody
Right.
asked.
Yeah. The plane. I didn't catch that. Let's see. Last question. Do you believe in flat Earth?
Until we see curvature, the thing is flat. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
The
doesn't look
only
like
curvature
curvature.
ever recorded was Admiral Byrd when he was flying up the side of the firmament, and it was like the opposite of what the curvature they say to us. But there's definitely no curvature. Like there's even mountains I can see out here from for 50 miles away that should be like 1,000 feet under the horizon.
Exactly.
I can see from base to summit.
I have that spot in Croatia where we love to go, and you see, from the Mediterranean shoreline to an island, and it's 30 kilometers distant, and you see totally shore to shore. So it's just
Wow.
that thing is flat. And I started giving out. Yeah, I got to show that. I started giving out the Flat Earth Man CDs. Actually, do you want one shared? Then I put one in the package for you. This is such awesome music. Have you listened to Flat Earth Man?
No, I actually haven't.
Conspiracy music guru. He's such a funny Englishman. Awesome dude, really. This
Sure,
one is
I'd love
yours. It goes, ships out with the station to you.
Awesome. I really appreciate that. I'm happy. I'm stoked
you
to
know what?
listen.
It's recorded in 432 hertz. So he's not only making funny sounds and funny lyrics about flat Earth. He's also really into music. He recorded a second album, True Solfeggio Frequencies. Really healing music, awesome. And
Right.
those lyrics are real earworms. When you listen to them, they keep repeating in your mind in the most nice way. So beautiful CD. Okay, this is in your package.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
All right. And we should just do that again. It's just roll our topics back and forth, and I love answering questions.
Me too. Yeah, this was a fun live. We should definitely do it again. Someone said they're not a believer of any shape in the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has a shape though.
Yeah, it's. I keep hearing your argument. Who cares? What does it matter?
Right.
It's just I'm curious about it. I don't feel comfortable living with such tremendous lies and
Right. I have to get to the bottom of things. I have to know.
Exactly. Yeah. Explore.
Right. Oh yeah, I never answered one of the questions. What's best for nanotech? Yep. I like heavy metal smoothies, like medical medium heavy metal detox smoothie. I've had some really harsh detoxes from that, including yesterday. But I would do that. I would do things that ground you a lot, like grounded shoes. I would do things like Nature Harmony Station, things like things that get rid of EMFs, because once you take out the carrier wave, which affects all the nanotech, then the nanotech has no power and it
Exactly.
can like, neutralize. Oh, and structured water. Structured water really important. And celery juice. Lots of berries. And then, yeah, that's all I have on my top of my head right now.
Yeah, it doesn't actually. You don't need so many.
Yeah, I don't think I'm just thinking of everything that I can think of that would affect nanotech. But yeah,
A handful of arrows in your quiver. That's all you need, really.
a handful of what?
Of arrows. I always call them my energy arrows in my quiver. You know, like the warrior princess, 4 arrows in her for her hunting bow. That's all she needed.
That's true. Structured water.
Hexagonal water, like water that actually can enter your cells. And Victor Schauberger was the best intuitive whoever looked into what water really is. And most of our water we drink today is just dead. It comes dead from the ground where we pump it up where it's not supposed to be pumped up. Then we pump it through kilometers and miles of straight pipes and add fluorides and chlorides and whatnot. And then we drink it. And it's just dead. And when you pour it through a hyperbolic vortex, or you use what I'm working with now, proton.
Right, I think your PVA disc, or not the disc, the PVA stick is the best way to structure.
Because it's so simple. Then water resumes its living shape, and you hydrate. You know the difference. You can drink a liter, and it's not in your stomach, because it goes straight into your cells. When you drink regular water, it sits in your stomach, or you're going to have a hard time swallowing a liter at once, because your body refuses to take that much.
I agree. Somebody asked if shungite water with the organ charging plate is structured. I would say so, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of shungite water, but I don't know. I just never found the purpose of like drinking crystals. I just like them externally. Like I love baths and shungite, but I like doing like just normal structured water best. But yeah, I mean, if you have shungite, you might as well use it.
I still have my Schauberger vortex here. Actually, I'm selling it because it's so big. It's when we go to Croatia, we carry like 40 liters of water with us. It's you pour water through that vortex, and I mean, you just watch what a beautiful airway forms inside that vortex, and returns the quality of water as if it was taken from a high mountain spring.
Right. So it's moving and living water. The shungite has to be elite, or otherwise you're being poisoned. Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm not a big fan of shungite water.
Exactly.
But yeah, it has to be like the best of the best shungite.
Yeah.
But even then, you're still getting like extra minerals that aren't necessarily organic that you don't really need. But yeah, that should be all the questions. But yeah, I would rather like do vortex water than just do shungite. I would take vortex water any day over that. But shungite's great to bathe in. Like if you put it in a bathtub and you put pieces of shungite in it, or do a foot bath with shungite, it's really nice because the C60 absorbs into your skin, and that's like a really powerful thing for your detoxing and for your overall health. The only other thing that has it is like olive oil and like nano olive oil, but I like shungite.
All right, let me send a picture of the Nature Harmony Station to wrap up. There's Miro in the background.
Right.
Sher, it was awesome talking to you. I'm sure we'll do that again.
Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, brother.
can't wait to know the station in your hands and you start making experiences with it.
Right. I know I'm gonna have awesome experiences. I just set up my my organ table back in the backyard, and then I'll have that too. So it's gonna be really nice.
Yes.
Right.
Let's
I'm really stoked.
clean the skies.
Right.
In our
The sky's
atmosphere.
pretty blue right now. I'll show you before I go. But pretty blue.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I love how usually just over my house the sky is clear.
Right.
So
It is way more clear over your house.
watching these powers at work. All right.
All right. Well, it's lovely being on here with you, Martin. I appreciate
Amazing. Have the best of
Definitely
times.
do another.
We're in touch anyway.
Yeah, of course. I'm actually
Thank you
heading to the
everybody for
Tucson
watching.
Gym Show after this. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I think there's like, I don't know how many people are on here. I'd say like upwards of like 40. But yeah, a lot more people will see it. But that's awesome.
Yeah,
so thanks for watching, guys.
Drop us your questions that remain and that we didn't answer now. Always love to answer.
Right. If you guys have any last questions, go ahead before we end it. But like I said, this will be recorded. So if you missed the live and have a question, we can still answer. Just shoot us a message. Someone said, "Thank you both. You're very welcome."
All right. Did I share? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Or did I just... okay. Somehow I managed to cover my screen with the comments. Well, anyway, we're finished. So was awesome.
Just two more. Do I eat silica-based fruits and veggies yet? All fruits and veggies are based of silica. I've been eating fruits and veggies based for like 4 years.
Yes, fruits and veggies.
I don't eat meat or animal products at all. I haven't touched that stuff in a long time.
No, don't need it. Get Anthony William Life-Changing Foods and make that your shopping list. That's
right.
all you need.
Great book. My say on religion, I don't really follow religion, but I still believe in God. I still believe in like Jesus and Mother Mary and things like that. But no, I'm not too big on religion. I actually have that book. I'll show them before we end it. I have that medical medium book. Life-changing foods.
Exactly.
But yeah, I have a nice little mini library set up. But let's see, that should be it. Yeah, no more questions. All right, well, if you guys have any more questions, if you're seeing this on a replay or on YouTube or wherever in space and time, just send us a DM or on our Instagrams and we will get back to you.
Awesome. Best time ever. Thank you so much, Sher. Be in touch.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to hop off here and head to the Tucson Gem Show. So thanks for doing a live, man. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you all for watching. Peace.
Thanks. Peace. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Bye.